I may be making more videos than I should, but I want to be able to just get used to saying things on the fly or off the cuff. Um, I've had a lot of things that um, I wanted to say anyway that I've sort of said in different videos, but I really haven't explained um, how I feel as far as the difference between Democrats and Republicans and liberals and independents and I, the way words are tossed around sometimes really amazes me. Like when people, Republicans talk about how liberal, or that they're liberal or something, whatever. To me, a liberal is somebody that really wants, you know, to say like go out on the beach and have a party and not have somebody tell them, you know, how many drinks they can have. And to me, that's liberal. To me, it's liberal for people in college to be able to have their hair as long as they want and to protest when they want about what they want to protest about. To me, it's liberal for a woman to decide what to do with her own body. Um, I don't really think it's anybody else's business what she and her doctor decide is the best thing for her to do with her body. I don't think it's some strange male that doesn't have any degree or anything to be telling this woman to, or to shoot a doctor because he thinks he knows what's right for that woman. Um, to me, that's a liberal, and I think I've always been a liberal, and I'm proud of it. I wish I could go back to a beach and not have somebody tell me, you know, that you can't drink here or you can't smoke here or because there's little children around or something. Little children, what are they going to be? Sheltered their entire life, or is the government going to take care of them? Because that's, you just talk about you want less government. Well, it sounds like you're the Republicans are the ones that want cradle to grave government when they can't just take care. They got to worry about making sure everybody's policed. Everybody's like a little crab in a little bucket. Another thing about liberal too, I think liberals should be able to speak their mind and not worry about somebody saying, "Oh, well, that sounds like a conspiracy or something." Like about 9/11. I'm really pissed off about 9/11, and I don't care if anybody says you shouldn't be pissed off or not, because I am pissed off. I'm pissed off from the day one, finding out that there were already people there on September 10th. They're like Homeland Security. Well, it was before they had Homeland Security. They had FEMA there on September 10th, ready to already in New York City, right there, and just it really is. What's pathetic to me. What's really pathetic is the fact that more people don't speak out. Is the fact that people are so worried about what's proper. Well, what's really improper is the fact that like the price of oil. We already got raped at the pump once, and we already got raped with the stock market going way down for no real apparent reason and going up right now for no apparent reason. I mean, there's no reason for the stock market to be going up right now. What's so great right now, like that oil should just jump way up? I don't see a whole lot of jobs out there. It's just really hard finding work out there, doing anything, you know. And so, uh, but I'm really disgusted with my own party too, with the Democrats, because they can't use the excuse that they're not in a majority, so they can't do a lot of things. There's a whole lot of things right now they could do. They could reinvestigate 9/11, and they should. Uh, it took what 400 days to get any kind of investigation, and that was 411 days. and and all the people on there were like lawyers for corporations. Uh, sure, they got 6 Democrats and 6 Republicans, but um, they were only allowed certain evidence, and the person that was in charge of the whole thing was a person that wrote a book on we need a new Pearl Harbor. Yeah, he's the guy that writes about we need a new Pearl Harbor, and he's the one in charge of the 9/11 investigation. And here we have Dick Cheney, who was put in charge of NORAD 2 months before 9/11, and there's admitted that he was involved in a drill. He actually was there was somebody right there that said that they witnessed that somebody come into a room and asked Cheney, well, what should we do about this? And should we let this particular incident happen? And Cheney says, well, have you heard anything otherwise? Have you heard anybody say anything otherwise? So, so he was involved in at least in drills, which, the drills apparently became live drills, or, they were like running interference, however you want to put it. There was other things going on at 9/11 that were never explained properly at all. And so mum is not the word, neither is mummy the word. We need to get involved. And I don't care if I don't have that many views. It'd be nice if I had, 2 or 3, 10,000 visits to my site every day. But what I care about most is telling the truth. And I'm no saint by any stretch of the imagination. But, sometimes it takes somebody that's with some rough edges just to see a lot of the, I mean, you shouldn't have to either. I mean, things are so obvious out there, you don't even need rough edges to see all the stuff that's going on. It's just, I think people are just kind of, they're real, they're apathetic, and they're kind of, and they're living in a fairy tale world where, oh, don't speak, badly about things. Don't have a bad day. There's something you gotta walk around with a smile on your face. Now, I've been a CNA for several years. That's, a nurse assistant. But there was a place where I worked where you almost got fired just for not smiling all the time. And to me, that's really strange, that I hear you're working with older people, and you do want to have an optimistic, be optimistic as much as you can, but you don't want to be phony and walk around with a plastic face, and but that's kind of what we were asked to do, like, and I'm not like that. I want to be who I am when I am, and I'm glad I quit smoking and drinking. I quit drinking 6 years ago, but I'm not glad that the government, would say, what beach I can go to and how much I can drink, and where I can drink it at, and where I can smoke it, and all this stuff. And even though I don't do it, I don't think that's and another thing, I don't like these cameras up all over the place either. I think it's really, there's no call for it, especially not when we have so many budgetary problems. They can afford 700 bases overseas, but they can't afford to really make sure we got a workable health system, and a lot of other things that we really need. Um, that's all I want to say on this video.